Hi, I'm Katharine Clark. I'm a registered nurse and I do functional health coaching. I'm talking today about electromagnetic pollution. The reason this is so harmful to the human body is that we are electromagnetic beings. That's why we can take an electroencephalogram or an electrocardiogram. So when we're bombarded by electromagnetic frequencies from our cell phones, from our computers, from our cell towers, from satellites, from the electricity in our home, from smart meters, it can affect your energy level, your mental clarity, your ability to focus, your ability to digest your food, and it's very difficult to figure out why. There are things that you can do. I mentioned going outside and getting your feet on the ground every single day. There's a lot of reasons that's a good thing. It also helps reset your circadian clock if you can get out in the morning and get the sun in your eyes. But I want to talk about some of the foods that I use that help to pull radiation out of the body and also heavy metals, which is such an increased amount than even 10 years ago of toxic heavy metals in our environment, and the radiation sticks to those toxic heavy metals in our body. They get sequestered into fat, and you won't lose weight if your body is hiding toxins in fat to keep you safe, because when that fat melts, those toxins get liberated. So you have to go about this in a smart way. One food that I think has become more popular, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, it's called spirulina. Spirulina, and there's Klamath Lake algae, are blue-green algae. They're unique life forms. They have characteristics of being a plant in that they make a lot of chlorophyll, which is very healthy for supporting the liver and detoxing and the blood. But they also have glycoprotein cell walls, which is like an animal, not a plant. And that means that they are completely absorbable by our bodies because we don't have an enzyme to digest cellulose, which is what plant cell walls are made of. And they're also like bacteria because they have the nucleic material spread throughout the cell, and they're single-celled organisms. So this is the most nutritious food you can eat on Earth, according to NASA, the World Health Organization. They do send it to space with the astronauts. It's easy to absorb all the nutrients from it. And it contains one thing, sodium alginate. Sodium alginate is also found in all the seaweed family, nori, hajiki, wakame. I hope you'll start to look into that and introduce that to your diet more often than when you go to the Japanese restaurant, because sodium alginate will bond to the radiation in your body and help you eliminate it without it hurting you or wandering around and settling in a new place. The spirulina and chlorella, which is a green algae, chlorella also has sodium alginate. It helps relieve you from the effects of radiation. And there are thousands of studies backing this up and documenting this. Both of them also help remove heavy metals from the body. Cadmium, lead, arsenic, mercury, uranium, which is radioactive. So this is profoundly helpful for your entire system to start to get the toxins out of that bucket. And then you can have more defense against attacks like microwave radiation. Then the next thing is using something like fulvic acid, zeolites. These preparations also pull heavy metals and radiation out of your body by binding with them, making them safe for you, and then you eliminate them through your kidneys or through your bowels or perhaps even through your sweat. There are also a number of devices that are available on the market. I'm going to show you a few that I brought with me today. This is a tiny one. It's just a piece of metal and it goes on to your dog's collar. This was given to me by a friend. There's a number of pendants and devices. I'll just show you the Blue Shield, the one I'm wearing. They have an enormous amount of research on how this device organizes your own electromagnetic field in a healthy way that is innate to you. That way, the electromagnetic pollution bounces off. I think everybody has seen the picture of a body inside of an egg, or the toroidal field, the energy field. That's the electromagnetic field generated by our body, by our brain, by our heart, by all the organs, by our being. And these devices help strengthen that so that we're not vulnerable to electromagnetic influences from our cell phones and our computers and every place else. So this one I really like because they have a lot of research. They have a lot of different products. They also have a flat plate that I have. This will organize the energy in a larger area, say a living room or a kitchen. I live in a small travel trailer. It's like 250 square feet. So this organizes it. And I actually feel an upliftment with this device, but I purchased it based on their research. This is a device called the Blue Shield. It's doing exactly the same thing. This company makes devices that you can plug equipment into. Like I have one in my cigarette lighter, so if I have to charge my cell phone or if I want to run my air purifier, because all these electrical devices are emitting dirty electricity that isn't harmonious to us. You begin to think about how many of those we're exposed to. I try to get away from them. I don't have an electric clock in my house, you know. So these devices, you can plug in anything to them from Blue Shield, and then it negates the negative effect of the devices that you plug into it. I only work with companies that have legitimate and really good research. There's another company called Shield Your Body, and they have this. My dog chewed it up a little bit, but you can use it on your lap when you're using your laptop computer. They have shields for your laptops and your computers that are cases that shield you and protect you from the electromagnetic radiation from them. And then there's a whole line of clothing that you can get: beanies, ponchos, and particularly they're like little skirts, because in China, women who are pregnant are required to wear electromagnetic shielding clothing to protect their fetus. In France, they outlawed cell towers near the nursery schools because your child's brain will never develop to its fullest if it's constantly being bombarded with negative electromagnetic energy. So I know I've just given you a little smattering of advice, but you can look at my website, KatharinClarkRN.com, KatharinClarkRN.com. I'm going to be happy to consult with you or answer any more questions.